Well, I hit the stop button, folks, instead of the pause. So, yeah, that's why there's 2 videos for this lesson. Anyway, let's keep rolling. We were down. Oh my gosh, have I been off the whole time? I better not be off the screen. I'll be so mad at myself. Okay. Anyway, so here we are with this. I don't think I was. I think I moved the paper. So we have to now distribute, just like we did over here using FOIL. But you had to remember to rewrite it. Here you don't have to rewrite it because it's multiplied. Here you do because it's minus. Okay? So let's practice. First, x times x. X to the second. Adding the powers. Outside, put your plus sign. X times a negative 4 is a negative 4x. Plus, inside term, negative 4 times x, negative 4x. Plus, the last term, negative 4 times a negative 4 is 16. Now what you're going to notice when you do these is that when you do first a FOIL, it's those middle 2 that are always I'm blanking out. The middle 2 that always you're able to combine. So let's look at it. There's no other x to the seconds. We have a negative 4x and a negative 4x, so that would be a negative 8x plus 16. So when you would have squared these, you would have got this and this, but see, we're missing that middle term. So again, you don't need that. You could also write it like that. Next. Oh, it's another one like this. FOIL. Because this is a monomial, 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 monomial. So feel free to stop the video and just try it yourself first if you want, and then restart it. So FOIL, first term, 8m to the second times m to the second. So we have the 8, and then the m to the second times the m to the second. We add the exponents, it's 4. Keep, change, flip, keep, change, flip. Alright, so then we have the negative 8, or not negative, the 8m squared. I'll put my plus sign in there, times a negative 3n. So that's a negative 24m squared n, because you can't put those together. Now we're going to go with the inside terms, plus negative nm squared. Then the last terms, plus, a negative times a negative is a positive. You got to be very careful. 3n to the second. So when you block them, you may think you don't have like terms, but you do. Look at m squared n, right? The order of these multiplications doesn't matter due to commutative property. So 8m to the 4th. And then what numbers before this? That's right, there's a 1 before it, right? So negative 24 and a negative 1 is a negative 25 plus the 3n squared. I'm used to writing it like this, so I'm going to do that. There you go. So we're combining 2 different scales in here. We're doing the multiplication and the combining of like terms all at the same time. So that's FOIL. So that should be highlighted and kept forevermore. Okay? Now we drop to where it's a little bit more complicated because we have how many monomials here? 2. And how many here? 3. So 2 times 3, I'm going to get 6 terms here. And 2 and 3, I'm going to get 6 here. And 2 and 3, I'm going to get 6. Oh, and this is just a whole nother beast. Let's take care of that later. So, The idea is the same as FOIL, but we can't use FOIL because FOIL is only when there's the 2 by 2, and I mean 2 by 2. This is 2 by 3. So, but the thought is the same. I mean, you're taking the x and you're multiplying it by all three things here. Then you're going to take the -5, let me change that one too, and multiply that by all three things here. Okay? So x times x squared is x to the third. Then we have x times the 4x, which is a plus 4x squared, plus x times the -6, which is a -6x. So that's this term, 1, 2, 3. I did all three of them. Now I'm going to move to the -5 and do the same thing. So plus, still plus, -5 times x squared is a -5x squared, plus -5 times 4x is a -20x, plus -5 times the -6 is 30. So let's take a look at if we have any like terms. And we have only one x to the third, so I'm just going to rewrite that. Then we have a 4x squared, and we have a -5x squared. Those are like terms. Those both have x squared. That's positive 4 and -5. Who wins? The negatives win by 1. Plus, I didn't mean to write that. We got -6x and a -20x. They're on the same team, so we just combine them, and that's a -26x. And then the last term is a 30. So we have an x cubed minus x squared minus 26x plus 30. All right, again, you feel free to pause and try it yourself when you get comfortable enough. We have two terms. I'm going to multiply the 2x by all three of these. Let's do our keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. And I shall now, boy, I don't like these pens at all. I just want to say that right. Oh, I think they're all running out. 2x times a -4x squared. So for sure it's going to be negative. 2 times 4 is 8. And then x to the first times x to the second is x to the third. 2x times a -10x is a -20x to the second, plus 2x times the 3, 6x. Remember, the adding and subtracting are what separate your terms here. We have the 1, and we have the 2, and we have the 3. Not quite sure why this 2 is way far away from that, and the x is way far away from that. Really don't know. So we got 3 more to do, so we're going to now move to the -5 times the -4x squared. So plus, negative times negative is a positive, 20x squared, plus -5 times the -10x, again is a positive 50x, plus -5 times a 3 is a -15. So, blocking them. Again, you don't necessarily have to block if you see them, but it's a -8x to the third. And then there's a x squared and an x squared. -20, positive 20. Oh, that looks nice. Gone, gone. There's 0. 6x and 50x is 56x and -15. And then we'll drop down to this one before I go to the other one over here, which will come up, so we got to pay attention all the way right to the end. All right, so 3x, 2 terms here and 3 terms here. So 3x times x to the third is 3x to the fourth. 3x times 4x squared is 12x to the third, keep change. Flip, 3x times a negative 7 is a negative 21x. Plus, now we're moving inside here, 1 times x third, x to the third, plus 1 times a 4x squared, plus 1 times a negative 7. Box, 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 and box. There's only one 3x to the fourth, I should say x to the fourth, but there are two x to the thirds. What's before this one? A 1. 12x to the third and 1x to the third is 13x to the third. And then we have an, oh dear, I screwed something up. Oh dear, something is wrong. Let me see. That's 3x to the fourth, that's to the third, that's x. That's to the third, that's to the second, and that's, oh no, I didn't. But then the next thing I'd want to put for descending order is I have 4 and 3, I'm going to put the 2 next, the power of 2, then we'll put the power of 1, and then that is the negative, plus a negative 7. 3x to the fourth plus 13x cubed plus 4x squared minus 21x minus 7. What was that? Alright, and this last one is third. Remember up here when we saw the 2 right here? Then we had to rewrite it twice. Well, there's 3. So you got to rewrite it 3 times. X plus 3 times x plus 3 times x plus 3. And you have to do 2 of them and then do the third one. So I'm going to start with these 2 and just leave this guy out front. So I'm just going to rewrite the first one. Now let's multiply and do FOIL. First term, x squared, plus second, outside terms, 3x, plus inside terms, 3x, plus last terms, 9. I know I'm going a little faster here, but I can see there are 2 like terms right here. So I'm going to combine those. I'm leaving this front parenthesis the same still. 3x plus 3x is 6x plus 9. Now we have a situation like we did up here, where it's 2 by 3. So x times x squared is x to the third, plus x times 6x is 6x squared, plus x times 9 is 9x, plus 3 times x is 3x squared, plus 3 times 6x is 18x, plus 3 times 9 is 27. So when you look through, you can certainly box them. I see x. Oh, we are off. I'm so sorry. Those are the ones I just wrote when I did the x, x, x. And then I did the 3, 3, 3, and 3. That's where those came from. Now I'm looking at combining like terms. There's no other cubed ones, but there are a couple squareds, x squared and x squared. So 6x squared plus 3x squared is 9x squared. And I cross these off so I keep track. And we have a 9x and 18x, so that is 27x plus 27. Alright, that's all she wrote today. Look at all that work. So, I hope that helps. If not, feel free to rewind and listen again. Take care.